Hey, great day to you all. I hope that this morning you guys all woke up grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope you were able to set that high vibe by telling yourself a whole bunch of great things. And today being 12/12/2023, it is huge for manifestation. So what does that mean? Well, to create whatever it is that you want in your life. There's a huge energetic influence happening today. So I hope you guys have embraced that big time, because today is quite the day for manifesting, okay? So I had a great question about what really happens after you awaken. Well, I'll tell you, you're never the same after. And it's as simple as that. You no longer see yourself the way you once did. You no longer see the world as you did. And you no longer see the people in your life as you once did. And if you were like me and very high sensitive to energies and everything before your awakening, and if you were already very tapped into your psyche and your psychic abilities, because we all have them, well, it enhances everything. So you get to a point after awakening. So what is really awakening? Well, awakening is awakening to the fact that you are not who you thought you have been all your life. On a spiritual level. And that's what changed me the most. Was this awakening that I had. So that changed everything for me. So yeah, I no longer saw myself the same. I knew more about myself and what I had had to live than I could ever imagine. All the answers and the understandings are there. But it's very difficult after you awaken spiritually, because then there's nothing in your life that remains the same after that. Nothing. And it's funny because yesterday even, my own mother made a comment about my mental state should be questioned, planting seeds of doubt in my daughter's brain. Why? Because she doesn't even take the time to listen to what I have to say. So she'll never understand me. Okay? But you awaken to how people treat you. You awaken to how you've been treating yourself. You awaken and see things for clearly what they are. Now, it's a shit show to clean up, because there is so much in your life that you want to rid yourself of from that point. You no longer want to hang on to these things in your life. Once you've awakened to what is possible for your own being, regardless of what you've lived. So yeah, it's an ongoing process. But it's a real shit show, because nobody understands you. Nobody takes the time to understand you or where you're coming from, because they're all stuck in their embedded belief systems and their judgment and non-acceptance of anything other than their own beliefs, that it's detrimental to them. Well, when you awaken, you realize this. So immediately what happens after you awaken and you realize that, hey, it is not how you've been made to believe it is? Well, yeah, it's a shit show to clean up. But that's the biggest change. Okay? Like, once you awaken, you're no longer going to accept shit from anybody. Especially when you know more so than ever after awakening, what is toxic and what's not. Okay? Toxicity has a real effect on my body. More so now that I'm an awakened being than ever. So, my mental state, according to my mother and my family, should be questioned because I have eliminated my brother out of my life? Well, that's the best thing I could have ever done for myself. I've eliminated my sister out of my life. Well, that's another thing. That is the best thing that I could have done for my own being. Okay? And now, yeah, I'll say it loud and proud, I have just cut ties with my own mother. Why? Because when somebody, regardless of the title, every time they open their mouth, they are putting you down, no matter what title they hold, they don't warrant the accessibility to you. Okay? People that claim that they give a shit about you after you awaken, you clearly see if they do or they don't. Okay? So, after you're awakened, you realize that people are exactly who they construct themselves to be. After awakening, you realize that you do not need to be shackled and harnessed to anything that you do not choose to be in your life. And that's as simple as that. You make better choices for yourself because you realize after awakening how much shit you've allowed in your life and around you. Okay? How many shitty people you've allowed govern your life out of mere titles. You awaken to the fact that, you are not what everybody else has been making you believe you are all your life. So yeah, it totally wipes out your belief systems. It wipes out your previous thinking patterns. It wipes out your whole being of who you used to be. And this is why I tell people I am not the same person that I used to be. The things that I tolerated from people, family, friends, and anybody else, I refuse to tolerate now in my life. And it's a lonely place to be if others would see it like that, but I'm okay with my own company. Okay? So yeah. So not only have I come out of a destructive, very abusive relationship in the past 3 months, 4 months, I had to lose my dog because all of the support that was claimed to be there for me to assist with coming out of that relationship never was there. Okay? So I had to get rid of my dog. So get rid of a relationship, get rid of my dog, get rid of my brother who is abusively just pulling me in any direction he would like me to be in. Get rid of my sister who is ashamed and embarrassed of me. Well, why would I want to stay connected to these people? No matter who they are. Now, I've had to cut ties with my mother. Why? Because every time she opens her mouth, she's putting me down. She never has anything nice to say about me. And now to the point where yesterday, my mental state should be questioned. Why? Because I'm okay with all the loss in my life? See, this is what happens after awakening. You are very easy to let everything go. Nothing means anything to you other than the peace that you hold within your heart. See, that's what really happens after awakening. You stop eating the fucking shit that you have been spoon-fed by the world. No matter who it's coming from. Okay? I've never been one to give a shit what people think or say. But you know something? My family has run me through the mud worse than anybody could. Okay? Even my own mother. So, let's be truthful about it. This is what happens after an awakening. And yeah, you're going to be looked at as people calling you crazy. Crazy for what? For standing up for yourself as a human being? So my mental state should be questioned because I don't tolerate abuse from anybody anymore? Regardless of what title they hold? Well, if you want to have a title in my life, you better stop abusing my name and abusing the shit out of me. Or you have no right to me. I don't give a fuck who you are. Okay? So let it be known. I was asked, what happens after an awakening? Well, this is what happens after an awakening. So no, it's not all frills and bells and whistles after you're awakened. Okay? Because reality is not always pretty. And reality of what you've had to live and what you've had to endure from others all your life, after you awaken to your own being, you're not going to tolerate anything from anybody. Especially smear campaigns on your name, no matter who they're coming from. Let them smear my name, because each and every one of them, trust me when I tell you, after an awakening, you let people be and you let them create for themselves what they are going to create for themselves. You see, I don't create my life in a way that I have to say sorry to anybody. Okay? Ever. I don't call people and talk shit about people. Okay? I don't sit there and try to manipulate people to get any benefits out of them. Okay? I am genuinely a kind, caring person. And if that's what makes me crazy, well, so be it. But I'll tell you something, after awakening, you're not going to sit back and allow shit to come from anybody. And if that's what makes me crazy to the opinions of others, because I have not allowed myself to be manipulated and used and abused anymore, well, they haven't seen anything yet. Okay? They're just all lucky that I'm not retaliating for any of it. See? Because once you awaken, you realize that we're all connected. And you don't be a fucked up person to anybody else. And you don't talk shit about anybody. That's what happens when you awaken. You realize that what you do to another person, you're actually doing to yourself. So, great question about what happens after you awaken. Well, this is what happens after you awaken. You see people for who they choose to be. Okay? So, I am the farthest thing from mentally unstable. But everybody who thinks that I am mentally unstable, you guys need to get your head checked. Simple as that. And it's funny. What happens when you awaken and you change? Well, your family doesn't like it. No, because they liked you better being fucked up and confused and lost and a drug addict and drinking every day. Because you were easily manipulated then. Okay? That's what happens when you awaken and you change. You lose the majority of the people in your life. because you realize how fucked up they are. Okay? But you clearly understand why they themselves haven't awakened. Okay? Totally obliviates everything. It's annihilation of every belief system that you ever once held. Okay? So, I can't tolerate from people what I do not do to people. Okay? And that's what changes once you awaken. And that's why I have a bring it on attitude, because I don't give a fuck what title's attached to it. You want to be fucked up? Cool. Because I know I'm not fucked up. So, you want to be fucked up continuously after I tell you about being fucked up? Well, then you get cut the fuck off. That's what happens after you awaken. Okay? Simple shit. Well, the past 4 months of my life have been a real clean-up shop, taking out fucking trash of people who want to come and think that it's okay to abuse me and talk shit about me and run me into the ground. Well, let the new year begin without all that fucking trash in my life. Simple as that. Okay? Because I'm not trash. So that's what happens when you awaken. Thanks for the question. Okay? And you realize that you can heal yourself, and you realize you can push past anything, and you realize you can make and manipulate anything in this fucking reality. Okay? All this family first shit. Well, guess what? Not if they're a bag of fucking poison. Simple as that. Okay? I'm done eating poison. I don't care who it comes from. Because I'm not poison. I make my life better, and I make everybody else's life better that I fucking touch. So you know what? I'm not going to be put down. I'm not going to be blamed, shamed, guilted, or manipulated by not one other person on the planet. And look out if you think that's what's going to happen. Because I'm not that person. Okay? We're all connected. So guess what? If that's how people want to be, steer clear of me. That doesn't make me unstable. That makes me fucking solid in my skin. Okay? And that's how you gotta be. Because the world is fucked up, and people are fucked up, and they manipulate people, and they fucking, listen, what's going on out there is not cool for anybody. So, you know what? You're either part of the problem or a part of the solution. And I hate to say it, but yes, I've eliminated family out of my life. Why? Because they're toxic, fuck. Simple shit. If I wanted to do drugs, I would do drugs. I don't need toxicity from family if I'm not plugging myself with it, okay? Fuck that. Let it be known. I'm a fucking one-woman army. You think I depend or lean on anybody to get my shit done? You think I've ever been able to depend on anybody? Yeah, but I'm mentally unstable. Yeah, right. Get a fucking grip. You know what? Everybody needs to wake up. Because after you awaken, you're not going to tolerate the shit that people want to spoon feed you. Okay? And if that makes you crazy, well, guess what? I'm proudly fucking nuts then. Okay? But I'm sitting here sober, not fucking fucked up, and I got to put up with all that shit? Fuck no. That's what happens after you awaken. You stop taking people's shit. Okay? Because why should anybody have to take somebody else's garbage? Because they can't be self-accountable. Because they can't be okay in their own skin. Because they want to cause problems for everybody. Fuck that shit. Not me. Okay? Never again in my life will I tolerate any shit from anybody. So that's what happens as you awaken. Okay? And I've given ample chances for people to smarten the fuck up when it comes to me. And they don't. So guess what? It's called snip, snip, cut energetic fucking cords. Because what they're leaking back to me, I don't want any of that. Why would I? It's fucking poison. Well, they can sit with their poison, poisoning themselves. Because I've healed myself. And I'm about to heal everything that ever hindered my life. Well, in order to have full-blown healing, I better remove all of the full-blown toxicity, eh? Well, I hate to say it, but I don't know a bunch of more toxic people than my own family. Okay? Well, I choose, by choice, not to be one of them. All right? By choice. That's what happens when you awaken. So to all those out there that are thinking, oh, Tobi's mentally unstable, you all better get your fucking head checked. And stay the fuck away from me, too. Seriously. I wish you all super blessed holiday. Surround yourself with people that actually give a shit about you. Because you know what? Half of the people that are around you really don't give a shit about you. They're around you to see what they can get from you. Okay? So that's what happens when you awaken. There's huge realizations, eh? Well, rest assured, Tobi doesn't need to use anybody but her own goddamn self. Because I'm the one that makes shit happen in people's lives. Nobody's doing that on my end. Trust that. Guys, love y'all. This is what happens after you awaken. You become more solid in your skin than you ever have in your entire life. And when you do, everybody else that's unsure of you and who wants to doubt you and shame you and blame you, you cut them the fuck out of your life. All right? And if I can sit here and be okay after all I've lost in 4 months, trust me when I tell you, you will be fine doing the same too. Okay? Because the cost of what it's costing you to keep that toxicity in your life, no matter what title is attached, trust me, it's killing you too. Okay? Well, I'm not dying at the cost of anybody's bullshit and their negativity and whatever else they want to project. They better get right with themselves. This is what happens after you awaken. Love you all. Have a great day. Peace.